Julie, it's so good to see you once again.
Thanks for having me on.
My pleasure. I'm sorry you couldn't make it to Indianapolis for the annual
I'm
mention.
sorry, too.
I got to tell you, have you ever been there before?
I'm from the Midwest. I grew up in Illinois. So, yeah,
so
I've
you've
been
been
to,
to
and actually, we are vacationing in Indiana this summer. I know that sounds weird.
No.
But we're going to Turkey Run State Park, which is a beautiful state park in Indiana. I went there as a child.
Yeah.
And so we're going to stay there with my whole family and do, the trails and the canoeing and the
awesome.
fishing. And it's a great state park. So that's where we're going this summer.
Take a couple of days, though, and go to Indianapolis. I'm telling
Oh,
you.
I love Indianapolis. It's a great
amazing.
city. Yeah, I keep telling my husband, get a job in Indianapolis so we can move back there.
It just, I was blown away by it. Listen, you actually wrote a piece about involving guns this week.
That's right. Thank you.
I'm so proud to see I'm rubbing off on you. Bloomberg's tentacles. You say it was nice when Bloomberg's power was
contained, right? To New York
Manhattan,
City.
Basically. Yeah. Now you say all Americans are in for a bit of nannying.
Yes, we are. And he's spreading around his money to millions and millions and millions of dollars to these anti-gun control groups. And he's also, Jeff Steyer had a great piece in the Daily Caller talking about how he's also having his people placed in very powerful federal positions. This has more to do with food policy over at the FDA and USDA. But this is what this man is very smart. He has a very smart strategy. He's both using his guns to set up these advocacy organizations and placing his former administrative officials, people in his administration, into federal positions. So I think people need to understand what's at work here to control your choices. And again, the New York Times, when they were reporting on him funding all these anti-gun groups,
right.
They talked about how his strategy is to scare moms, which is why we see all these sort of moms against gun groups.
Right.
So I thought it was fascinating because it's the same sort of strategy used by a lot of the environmental and food activists to scare moms.
Absolutely. And the culture of alarmism.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
And so to that end, not only are they trying to scare moms about guns, but they're trying to scare moms about moms who own guns.
They're
right. Trying to otherize gun-owning moms.
And they're such cowards. I saw the video of Dana Lash confronting one of the moms who had, basically called her
Shannon
a
Watts,
shill.
right?
Yes, called her a
head
shill.
of Moms Demand Action.
Yes,
yeah.
And she's surrounded by these armed guards. It was really fascinating. This woman says that only a certain number of people, only a certain type of person can be armed. Sort of puts herself out there as representing all moms, but really she certainly doesn't represent the moms who want to arm themselves and protect themselves and their children.
Well, no, and in fact, again, armed bodyguards there for Moms Demand Action.
Yeah.
And what's interesting is there's some back and forth on Twitter about this over the weekend about the armed bodyguards for the Moms Demand Action, and the spokesperson for the Everytown for gun control.
Sure.
In essence said, look, why are you complaining about this? Here we go. Because people on your side of the debate threaten our lives. We are not anti-gun. Why do you criticize our security? It's the same you want for yourself.
Oh my God. You're kidding.
No.
You're kidding.
No, that's Erica Soto Lamb. Why do you criticize our security? It's the same you want for yourself. But they're criticizing our security. It makes your head hurt, doesn't it?
It does. It actually, it makes you want to slam vodka.
We're not anti-gun.
Yeah.
We're just anti-gun.
Yeah. But, it's the same playbook as Hollywood. All these Hollywood actors, they slam, like Jim Carrey, criticizing these gun owners. And then, he's got armed security around him.
Mm-hmm.
All these Hollywood actors who seem totally oblivious to their own armed bodyguards. Yet I as an individual who can't afford a bodyguard, can't, carry a gun.
I was just reading a story, Washington Post, Adam McKay. Do you know Adam McKay?
No.
He directs bad comedies, and he was honored at the Brady Center to Prevent Gun Violence Los Angeles Gala.
Oh.
Because, see, gun control groups hold galas that are attended by dozens.
Right.
The NRA holds annual meetings that are attended by 75,000 people, right? So the gala is tonight. It's not actually taken place yet. Yes. I wonder if there'll be 75,000 people there.
It would be fun to crash.
No, not really.
No,
okay. So the Washington Post says McKay says he wants to make a connection between the state of gun policy and an issue that runs through many of McKay's movies, from Police Comedy to The Other Guy. to his mockery of David and Charles Koch's funding of Tea Party challengers in the campaign, to the Anchorman franchise, quote, the relationship between money and politics. And so he's very upset. He says that the NRA buys Congress. He says, I quote, I think it's just as simple as they put out enough information to act like there's a fake debate going on, and then they just buy Congress.
That's it.
It's really just
Simple.
If you pay people enough money, you can stand up like Wayne LaPierre and say that crazy nonsense, and they won't laugh at you because you're paying them enough. You pay people enough money, they'll show up for weird daytime judge shows here in Los Angeles.
I'm impressed with the speed at which you're reading that.
Thanks.
It's very good.
Thanks. I should probably slow that down. But, so yeah, basically, look, it's all just because of money.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you just pay people enough
and
money.
It's okay if as he says, which of course isn't true, but it's okay for that. But it's not okay, or it's totally fine for Bloomberg to be throwing around his money like this and buying out, these mom. That's fine. That kind of Bloomberg's money is fine. But anybody else's money, it's tainted.
Right. Yeah. I don't even know where you go with this. Other than I recently saw Anchorman 2, and it really was honestly and legitimately. Cameron, did I not complain about Anchorman 2 on this program?
Is this guy Anchorman 2?
He was the director of Anchorman 2.
Oh, wow. What
Yes, you did.
what an astute, proud body of work he has.
Right. In my many years of directing fart jokes, I've learned a thing or two about the dark underbelly of American politics. Let me tell you something, Julie.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Right?
That's nice. Very nice.
Thank you.
That's the first time that's happened on radio for me.
Here you go. And we haven't done enough wacky morning shows, then I guess.
No, exactly.
Cameron, can we get some good sound effects for the rest of Julie's appearance, please? The solution. This
Please don't.
This is the best part. The Washington Post says, the solution. McKay singled out Senator Elizabeth Warren as one of his favorite political communicators and suggested that despite Warren's denials during the publicity tour for her new book, she might feel called to run for president.
Oh, boy.
McKay says, I don't think she wants to because she's such a sane human being.
She's a saint.
But she's such a public servant that I think she might have to, just to primary Hillary. I don't know that we can afford Hillary for president right now. She's just too corporate and too conservative.
Well, look, I agree with him. We can't afford Hillary, but not for the same reason.
Right.
Yeah, Warren, she's a saint. She
Right.
doesn't take any money from any corporation. She is perfect. I mean, this is the kind of sophomoric discourse we get from Hollywood. I mean, it is on a completely, it's useless. And it's frankly a waste of time to even argue with these people. So let's don't.
No, but it is worth pointing out.
No, I agree.
You know, and here's a guy who, look, I mean, I don't know that Anchorman 2 really influenced a lot of people, except maybe influenced them to leave the theater and think, God, this was awful. This was so bad.
Yeah.
But clearly he wants to.
Yeah.
You know, clearly that's his goal,
Yeah.
is to make, to try to set, some sort of cultural tone through crappy comedies.
Yeah, and I the other thing is they talk about how the NRA having all this influence and
Right.
all they have the entire movie studio system. They have all of Hollywood plus every single university in the country. Okay, I mean, as if the left and the anti-gun groups don't have a few pretty powerful partners out there in terms of influencing the culture. So they're complaining about NRA and the vast influence that the organization have is pretty sickening.
Yeah, and something for gun owners to keep in mind the next time a crappy Adam McKay movie comes out. Right?
That's absolutely right.
At this point, and really after Anchorman 2, that should be enough.
Yeah.
Like The Village was the last M. Night Shyamalan movie that I watched. It was just like, really?
Okay, I like that one.
Nope.
I
Bro, you like The
totally
Village?
like that one.
You know what? Oh, I take that back. It
know.
wasn't The Village. It was The Happening. That was the one where
Did I see that one?
the wind takes over.
I don't remember
Yeah,
that
and
one.
that was like,
oh wait,
I'm
I
done.
do remember.
Remember?
Yes, people
That
were
was
killing
awful.
themselves.
Yeah, and it was awful.
Yeah,
And
that was weird.
That was the movie.
Yeah.
M. Night Shyamalan. Sorry.
He's incredibly talented. I wish he would.
Nah, I don't. I'm starting to see, but that was the moment where I was like, nah, I don't think it's. I think it was a one-trick pony, and and I haven't seen an M. Night Shyamalan movie since.
Yeah, there haven't been any, have there?
Yeah.
Oh.
None that you would have really known about, I guess. But
What was the first one he did with Bruce Willis and?
Sixth Sense.
No, there was one before
Oh,
that. Unbreakable?
No, Unbreakable was right after Sixth Sense.
Well, I like that one.
It was good.
That was a good one.
It was good.
Yeah,
and
but
then
then
it was, Look, I'm sure that I could go back through the Adam McKay oeuvre and find one or two movies that still
Doubtful.
hold up.
Really? Let's do that.
I think the fart jokes in Talladega Nights are still pretty good, but I'm just saying, as far as new stuff goes, really, Anchorman 2 alone should be reason to give you
I
pause.
agree. I totally agree.
All right, Julie Gunlock with the Independent Women's Forum. I give a thumbs down. Or are we
Can
allowed
I give
to
a
do
plug?
that?
Can I give a plug to my event?
Not
Can
at all.
I?
No.
Can I? I'm
no
sorry.
plugs.
Do I have more time?
Yeah, go
Okay,
ahead.
New York City. Any listeners who are in New York City on Thursday, IWF is having an event at the 3 West Club, 3 West 51st Street in New York City. We're going to be talking about the culture of alarmism. We have Lenore Eskenazi and a few other panelists. Going to be a lot of fun. So it's free. It's free, and there'll be drinks.
That is a great lineup.
Yeah.
I wish I could go.
Me and Lenore and Josh Bloom and Trevor Butterworth, the man with the best name. I mean, seriously, that name, isn't that great?
Wow.
Trevor Butterworth. Yep. It's going to be a lot of fun. So
Is he married?
he's not. No.
He really needs to be.
Stop. As
To
if
a
you,
syrup
wow,
bottle.
I bet he's never heard that
I
joke.
bet his mom's never heard that joke. God, can you imagine making a Trevor Butterworth mom joke? I feel so bad for him growing up. Oh, that's awful.
We are not going to make jokes about my panelist
No,
on
we're
Thursday.
not. No,
Okay?
we're not.
No.
Not while you're
no,
here
no, no,
anyway.
no, no.
Cameron, just wait till the next segment. Julie, no, listen, it'll be a great event. Give the folks the time and the place one more time.
It's at 6 p.m. Again on Thursday, May 1st, at the 3 West Club, 3 West 51st Street.
Do you have to pre-register or anything?
Yes, you do have to register. Go to iwf.org and you'll find all the information.
All right, sounds like a very cool event. I wish I could make it up
I
there.
wish you
but
could.
Unfortunately, I can't. But say hi to everybody, including Mr. Butterworth. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Lenore Skenazi. We love Lenore.
We love Lenore. Yes.
Tell Lenore she actually has to be very demanding. Say, you have to go back on Cam's show.
Oh, I will. I
Okay.
will. I will.
All right.
She's wonderful.
All right, have a good time. We'll see you soon.
Thanks.
Julie Gunlock joins from the Independent Women's Forum here on NRA News Cam and Company.